Today is Saturday, the 11th day of March 2023. I am George Wenner and I'm here in St. John's, Antigua, where the home porting operations for Global Ports Holding is ongoing. So here we have a vessel for P&O Cruise. It home ports every fortnight here at the 5th berth here in St. John's, Lord Church Street. And we're looking at the operations. And so this is the car park where the taxis, Global Port Operations, Global Port Holdings, the taxis go in. Here we have the passengers, they are disembarking. And so we're just taking a look at the operations and looking at the impact it has on the local economy here. As you can see, the tourists are diverted here on the ground. Global Port is handling everything from taxi operations, everything in-house is happening here. We'll continue. So we're at the bottom of Church Street, back of the old Bryson's Pier and Global Port Operations. This is what is happening. So that's the ferry terminal to Montserrat and to Barbuda. And this is what is happening Saturday morning. Yes, we're taking it all in here. We're showing you what's happening and what's not happening. We're at the bottom of Long Street, Ministry of Health, the old admin building, and one block up is the post office, the general post office. Okay, so we're at the bottom of High Street. That's the old King's Warehouse. And that's King's Casino, now occupies the old King's Warehouse, High Street, the Westerby Monument. And we're gonna try to make our way into this establishment and see what obtains. So we're here with Carlos Bell, one of the managers of Rum Runners by the Sea. This is an establishment just next to King's Casino. Everybody know where that is, the Westerby Memorial, Ministry of Health. We're right here and we're seeing the home porting operation, P&O Cruises, and Arriva is in port, and you see the passengers are disembarking. However, we have security basically ushering the tourists along, not allowing them access to come into the establishment here. Carlos, Mr. Bell, you tell us, what are the challenges you're experiencing as a business operator here in Antigua?
Okay, so what we're basically experiencing here is that the fact that they are now ushering the tourists away from the establishment, which is allowing us to lose revenue, because as you can see, they have placed a security guard at the entrance of the walkway to the terminal, which is the ferry terminal from Montserrat, which operates also Barbuda ferry, the two Barbuda ferries. Now what they've been telling the tourists for the whole morning is that they cannot go up through this area. Then they have a next one they placed at the inner entrance of the the boardwalk area, and they're now telling the tourists that they cannot come down through here to come into the establishment. Now this has been going on for quite some number of weeks now. This is the last time the ship was here, they actually locked this gate and did not allow people to come through here. Right? They basically usher them right along the boardwalk into the quay, away from the establishment. Right? We have been playing our role. We even have been helping the government by allowing them to use a section of our building here to house an office for the Montserrat ferry operations. Ferry operations. Right? So I find it very unfair, and we've been doing it free of charge. We haven't been charging the government anything. We find it very unfair that what they're doing now to take away the little revenue that we the locals are making here, because of course we have a staff and they're locals, and we have to pay them.
So as I understand it, this decision is taken by Global Ports.
That's correct.
Operations. So the general manager or the CEO of Global Ports, Ms. Prosper, has taken the decision, as you said, they locked the gate, denying the tourists access to your facility,
That's correct.
ushering the tourists into stores that they control.
That's right.
So basically, your complaint is, your challenge is, they're collecting all of the revenue, they're ushering the tourists into areas that they control and denying access to the tourists to areas that other independent operators, business persons in St. John's, in the Quay, operate, and thereby stymieing your business.
That's right.
I understand you lost about in excess of 4,000 US a fortnight ago when the boat was here last.
That's correct.
And is this sustainable? What impact it has on your operation?
Well, if we can't meet our obligations in terms of our rent and other expenses that we have, then basically we're gonna have to close.
You have to close, and when you close, this is a prime location, a prime real estate, and if you're forced to close, they force you out of the market. They take control of this market, and they're maximizing their revenues, their returns, and thereby nothing for the local man. That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. The other thing I'd like to reiterate on is the fact that as of this morning, presently, if you want to turn your attention to the gate,
yes,
this is the entrance where the taximen will normally come in. They will park in here, they will pick up all the tourists and carry them on the tours. Now they have also relocated them over the other end.
On the far side?
On the far side, away from the establishment. And they have brought back the chain as of this morning. They have locked this gate, and the other security guy now is saying that people who are parking short term can come in, but they have to leave.
So in effect, they have denied you access, your patrons access to parking, convenient parking by your establishment.
Exactly.
So basically this is a war going on here.
There is a war. Quite clearly is a war.
So they're forcing you out.
They're forcing us out.
Carlos, I know this must hurt. I mean, I know you. You're someone I went to school with at AGS. And I know you grew up just a block up from here on Church Street. And I know you would have envisioned, with all this promises of global ports and the benefits that it will bring, you running this establishment here thinking that it will generate revenue and generation wealth for you and your family and others and your business associates.
Exactly.
And now you're not realizing that. How does that make you feel?
Well, I feel downhearted about the whole thing. The fact that all of this is transpiring right in front of my eyes. I feel like, you know, I don't have a say in this world.
So basically what was advertised with the advent of global port and the promised revenues that they will bring, your establishment is not realizing this.
Well, exactly, because we should be making something. We should be making a part of the pie. Global can't make it all.
So everything is going to global port.
Everything is
the
going
taxi
to global.
Operation, the tour operation, the home porting, and nothing for the establishment.
And nothing for the establishment.
And the plight that you're facing, other local independent or store owners are suffering the same fate.
They're suffering the same thing.
Including taxi operators.
Including taxi.
As evidenced by the vacant lot and the chain pulled across, denying your patrons access.
Exactly, because in here would have had the taxi men, the tourists coming off the ship, they would have come here to do the day tour or whatever they have planned for the day, and then they will normally come back in here and come into the establishment, you know, and have a good time. We have activities that we have put on in terms of we have the carnival girls representing our carnival team. We have the fire guy, the limbo guy that does the fire and all of that. And of course we have the famous Chicky.
Chicky is playing, yes.
Right.
And no patrons.
And no patrons.
Because they're ushered along.
All these activities have to be paid for.
Yes. It's a cost to you.
It's a cost to us. And if we don't have that money to pay,
no revenue in return.
No revenue in return, then we're in a boat, we're in a sinking boat.
And you're saying all this is on account of the CEO of Global Port.
Global Port. From what I understand, her name is Donna. Not too sure of her
Donna
surname.
Regis?
Not too sure. I think Regis. Right. And yeah, she's the one who basically has been directing a lot of this nonsense to happen, and it cannot continue to happen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bell. And I wish you every success with your business endeavors.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
We praying for you, we been praying for you, and we reach taking sound.
So there you have it. It's all happening here, or what is not happening. Tourists are denied access coming in here, and this is the challenge business operators in the Keys are experiencing. George Wenner reporting to you live at the Quay here in St. John's, Antigua for realnewsantigua.com.